Update 4 on Cyclone Habana, which is finally beginning, hopefully for the last time. It's located at 20.4 degrees south, 70.4 degrees east, and is now down to a Category 3 on the South Pacific Hurricane scale. As of right now, at 8 AM Port Mathurin time, it is at 115 miles an hour and a pressure of 955 millibars. It is continuing to slow down to 7 miles an hour and moving to the south-southwest. There is no CDPS at this time as it's not near land yet. Here's where it's located. The only land in sight is the Rodrigues, which could be seeing impacts towards the middle of next week after the loop it is expected to receive. That will be mentioned later in the video. It is currently 462 miles away from Port Mathurin, 844 from Port Louis, 974 from St. Denis, 1450 from Manicara, and 1728 from Toliara. That is 743 kilometers from Port Mathurin, 1,359 from Port Louis, 1,567 from St. Denis, and 2,334 from Manicara, 2,782 from Toliara. These distances will get shorter as Habana gets closer as a much weaker cyclone. Here's where we stand with other agencies. Monteo France and JTWC still have this as a high-end Category 3, although it has been longer since they've updated, and that is probably the reason they still have it higher. It's likely to be revised downward soon. We have it at 115. Here's a look at the cone from the JTWC. They do have it making a loop-to-loop and weakening as it pushes to the west, eventually getting pretty close to the Rodrigues, where they could be seeing possibly gale force winds from this system. The good news is that with the loop-to-loop that we will be seeing this, especially the slow movement of it, it will dramatically weaken the cyclone, which will bring it much weaker as it gets towards land. As mentioned previously, Rodrigues could be seeing gale force winds depending on where it moves along the cone. Here's a look at sea surface temperatures around Habana. Not as warm as it's been over the past few days, as it is entering an isotherm of below 28 degrees Celsius waters. That is going to help aid in some weakening as it makes its slow loop, where upleveling will occur, causing it to weaken significantly. Here's a look at the wind swells over the next 5 days, and you can see how this dramatically weakens. By the time it finishes that loop-to-loop, everything is much less, especially with the rainfall. Of course, Rodrigues could be seeing some impacts, same with Mauritius with the rain. But if one thing is for certain, this thing is finally going to weaken, hopefully for the last time. Every model at this point weakens it back down to tropical storm status by the beginning of the week. Shear is currently on the rise, which is aiding and weakening Habana right now, and that is expected to remain high. Sea surface temperatures are going to remain steady, and mid-level humidity will continue to slowly decrease, another inhibiting factor for Habana. Overall, good signs that Habana's saga as a tropical cyclone is finally about to conclude. Here is Habana on satellite imagery. The eye that was once there 18 hours ago is pretty much gone at this point as the system continues to weaken. Cat 4 18 hours ago down to barely a Category 3 on our analysis, and that is continuing to weaken, which means the appearance of this system will continue to degrade. You can see on infrared here how the colors of black and gray, which are usually the intense colors of the storm, are pretty much going away, and that just indicates a weakening system as the eye wall begins to weaken with the winds as well. That is a pattern that will continue over the coming days.